Also, you're blue.
Yay!
Wow.
Prince got a haircut. I got blued.
Yeah.
You really blew it there, didn't you?
Oh
Hey.
no. Davidi.
Hey.
Davidi.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Steven, it's showing us on the stream.
What? What the heck? Hi. since I clearly know what I'm doing and the chat's not working, I am doing
great. So good.
Oh, man.
Recap? And I was like, no, that's not a recap.
Yeah, no, this is not. So, yeah. Anything before we go live, y'all?
We were going to say stuff, but now we can't.
Yeah, now there's secrets, and the chat box isn't working. Good
What is
gravy.
wrong with you?
So many things, B. There's a lot.
No.
There's a long list.
Hat. Why don't you hat with me?
Testing.
It's Thursday.
Hello. Yeah. Happy Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh no, now it's
Happy
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Happy Thursday. This is the Thursday show that you all have been waiting for, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I know you all have been saying, is it Thursday yet? And yes, folks, it is now Thursday.
We're finally here.
Yep.
You're welcome.
There's nothing else to look forward to today. Blame Tiny Cat. That's a good.
I blame Tiny Cat.
That's fair. Tiny Cat's here.
Tiny Cat turned off stream the other day too.
Yeah, totally did. What's funny about that is, Eris, when you were on, I was like literally chatting to you, and I was like, oh, she must have just like hopped off. Oh, and we're in the wrong spots. Good God, Steven.
No, damn it.
Perfect.
We're just gonna do this on stream. This is
fun.
a professional production by professional streamers doing professional things.
There we go.
Wow. Wow.
Through and through.
It's 8:30 almost. I've gotten my kids to school already.
Almost.
Hey, that is an accomplishment.
That's right. That's right.
I have not had my coffee yet, and it shows.
It shows.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Bring his coffee in here.
And you know what? That's okay, because we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell some stories.
Woo!
I would argue that I'm already having fun. I don't know.
And you know
This is
what?
great.
I'm more than happy to have fun at my expense. I have never had a problem with.
I don't think no one's making fun of you. We've all been there. I don't know about you, but I've been a streamer before.
Since I've been streaming, I can't say anything about any of this.
I don't even have our piratey music up. That's
Piratey
okay.
music.
Arrgh.
What about
Just
this
turn on
cat?
Legend of Zelda music. Right
Let's see.
Come on, buddy. It's gonna be a
now.
cat.
DMCA strikes there. None.
I will say I'm mad. I'm mad at Epidemic. I use Epidemic Sounds for our stream for our music and stuff, and I'm really mad that in their like film and moods, there's not just pirate. I don't understand how that's not.
That's a gross oversight on their part.
That's
It seems like opportunity for them.
That's what I'm saying. So we're gonna have to just do adventure.
I mean, that works.
I'll go with.
Yeah, but
We're
it's
more
like,
Pirates that are
adventure for
adventuring.
$200.
Yeah.
Should we go dark? Are we going dark? Let's go dark.
Let's go dark.
Dark.
Always.
Wait, what does
I
that
don't know what that
mean?
means, but
I don't either. But
We won't
Asking
maintain
me.
the theme, but
I wrote
always.
vampire.
what's exciting? What's exciting is none of y'all will be able to hear it because that's really the one downside I've found to Google Meets.
Yeah.
Is I can't share audio. Gosh, I forgot about your eyes, B. That just freaked me
Oh.
out. And it's so good. Emo pirates. Pirate music, but it's just the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack. Honestly, if I could do that without Twitch yelling at me and banning me from the internet, that's absolutely what would be playing.
Oh my gosh.
I just remembered I can't see without my glasses.
My glasses.
Just remember.
Well, I was trying to
You don't
read
need
chat,
vision
but it's
for
on
that.
my other screen and it's too small. We're just gonna up the vision on that.
All right, hey chat.
200%. Okay.
Enhance.
I'm really glad to show you this secret behind the scenes content of what normally happens before we click starting stream. But I just put the link to our Go Live tweet in the chat. If you would be willing to share that, that's a really awesome way to support our little stream and share the fun. You all don't know this yet, cast, but we have a new channel point reward.
What?
That obviously I forgot to include. So, what the? God damn it!
So we will have a new channel point reward very soon.
Stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned. We got new things coming up. Very exciting.
But it is. If I can do it quickly, I'm going to. It is a edit. No. Manage rewards. Take a drink. Guidance. Why is it not on there? Oh no, it is on there. New. So it's a little pricey for our channel points. It's 3,000 points, but if you use that, you can give basically a D4 to any of our players on their next roll.
I love that.
So it's nothing for some people, but what? Can you what?
Can I give myself channel points? Look, I did it.
I knew that was coming.
You just spamming?
That's the kind of thing you just do it. You don't ask about that.
Only?
I mean, I did.
No. I will say yes, you can. Only if you are posting in channel in character.
Oh,
Here, you can do this. You can do this. I believe in you.
Ruse is just like
Ruse is
Man.
Can we give it to Steven? I mean, I guess so. If you're not really into the success of our players.
Lorenzo.
No, it's not. It's
Lorenzo.
not the success. It makes the story more dynamic and interesting as our characters become greater and greater talented.
Sure.
And Steven has to bend the rules, not kill us.
Oh, sure. Well, it is 8:30. Excuse me.
What happens at 8:30, Steven?
8:30 is when I push the go to this screen button.
Ooh.
So
This screen that we're already on?
But yeah,
Job's done.
but yes, Lonzo, if you want me to have a little extra oomph against the players, I will take it. And it is low. It is low in regards to some stuff. But this is only an 8-week, now 7-week campaign.
Oh.
So we want to give people the chance to build those up and also use them.
I will say, you are controlling NPCs as well, so you can use them for NPCs.
That's true.
If you decide you want to
If you
use
feel-
them to be helpful.
If you feel bad for how...
Oh no, I meant you, Steven. You
That's
can
true.
use them
That's
for
true.
NPCs.
The first mate. He can
You-
use guidance.
Yeah,
we'll never
you're a player as well. Because you're-
Thank you. That is true. And Hearth needs all the help he can get.
Poor Hearth.
So everybody's just jumping in. Welcome to On Winds and Whispers, our mini Sky Pirates campaign. I am Steven, your GM and Dungeon Master. And I don't know why I was going to say anything else, because that's what I am here. And guy who doesn't know what he's doing. With me today, we have Eris, who's drinking or eating
Thanks for calling
something.
me on first. Hi, I'm Eris Savad. I'm your friendly, not so local Stitch Witch, and I am playing. I am playing Arena, the rogue.
We'll fix that editing, don't worry.
Oh, beautiful. Danny.
Oh, hello. I'm Danny Gage, and it's Thursday. My brain isn't working. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. We're excited to play. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Danny Ogani, and that's it.
And also, Lonzo is starting the game off strong, giving everybody some.
Ah.
So and I'm not doing this like the spell. You can add that to any roll.
Ooh.
So also with us is B.
Hey. I'm just letting you know that Ruse is most important. If you notice, Ruse was the first one to get the points in chat twice, so kind of a big deal.
Absolutely.
Hello. I am your busy non-binary bee. My name is B Zelda. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. I'm going to be pulling out lots of this blonde hair that both my dog and my cat tend to eat. Which is just not good, so I'm gonna be doing my best part to kind of not let them consume this. And yeah, I'm a pirate, but I'm also a Bloodhunter monk, so be prepared for that.
Ian.
Hey everyone, I'm not muted.
Yeah, you did it.
The hesitation.
I'm playing Bosun Voth, our Dragonborn ship dad, who has really good peripheral vision, which is why if you see me looking around a lot like this, is because if it's not coming out of this little eye hole, I cannot see it. You can follow me on Twitter at Ian Gopal, at Ian G. Gould, and I'm creating content for Dungeons and Dragons on DM's Guild. Follow me there for all the ratings and all the funds.
Yeah.
Also, this is Smog. He's joining us today. He's the cat. Where is he? There he is. I'm out looking directly at him. I can't see him.
I did crop him out of the camera, unfortunately.
You son of a
and last we have Prince.
He's very ready.
Yeah, who's dealing with some technical issues. I feel like that's the theme of this morning so far, and so I'm.
Oh yeah,
We're all so ready.
Wait until someone's fussing with their microphone and calling them. Steven, you're a sniper.
Morning D&D.
I may have unplugged myself by accident. It might have just happened. Well, hello everyone. I am Prince. I am playing Sen, the Dampier Satyr punch buddy.
Yeah.
And Sen definitely agrees that Ruse definitely needed to get guidance first.
Wow.
Oh, amazing.
Now I don't want it anymore.
Send it back. No thanks. Send it back.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm really excited to be here. We're going to jump in just a minute, but first, real quick, part of being here on our stream is we absolutely believe in respecting people and their identities, who they are, where they come from. And so any form of discrimination or hate speech will be removed very quickly. We don't really give second chances for that because it's garbage. And that's really the big announcement. We are affiliated with Greenleaf Geek. So if you like dice that are pretty, go to greenleafgeek.com and check those out. And use of code FAYFORGE on checkout. And oh, that's the wrong command. I don't remember what the command is now. And I'm not going to look it up. Again, professional stream. It's 8:30 in the morning here on the West Coast. My cat woke me up at 5:30, so I should be awake, I guess. That's not a great excuse. But this is last week I had a dead parrot. This week my sidekick is this little fellow.
Oh my god, can you keep him on your shoulder? How long
he
will he stay?
He will probably, if he gets tired enough, he'll sleep up there.
Yes.
So we'll do that if we can. But he also might turn off the stream, so it could be a wild morning.
It's worth the risk.
What?
Look at that butt.
Yep, there it is.
No.
Little cat butt.
So with that, there it is. Got it.
Yeah.
With that, we are going to jump into a little Winds and Whispers, our pirate campaign. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our little pirate story.
Storms are nothing new for a crew, the likes of that which flies the Azure Dragon. But where they found themselves, in the eye of a storm centered on an island in the sky, that was something to behold. Captain Valen sent Sen, Voth, Arena, Ruse, and Lyra, along with First Mate Hearth, to explore the strange terrain. Quickly, danger and intrigue grew as corpses of Drazenry and giant insects were discovered. But there was more than nature at work here. A female figure, one with the storm, sobbing with a hole in her chest the shape of a tear, awaits our crew. Welcome back to On Winds and Whispers.
I got a little
Fluffy bunny.
All right.
little
We-
boat that moves by.
Are you all ready?
And looks like we're laughing.
So I'm gonna put something. I'm gonna put all of you on the spot right now.
Yes.
Like you haven't already.
How dare you? I want each of you to give a 1 to 2 sentence summary from your character's perspective of what happened last time. I'll give inspiration to whoever goes first.
I got you. So here we were, just on a regular, sailing day. And then suddenly there was this amazing storm. I'd never seen anything like it. Oh, I guess, you know what? That's 2 sentences.
That's all you get. That's all you get.
Amazing. Who's next?
Alright.
There was an amazing
Longo,
storm.
Longo. We had a horrible storm come up on the shore. So we had a horrible storm come up and washed us on the shore. Ruse kidded about, didn't do any work at all.
That's your 2 lines?
Well, that's it. What else happened?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Third sentence. There were some bugs.
There were some bugs. That's true.
Okay, how about this?
There we go.
I was an integral part of this cruise mission, and I fought off all of the enemies, be they rocks or mosquitoes.
Okay, now I need to hear Sen's version.
Someone set the ship on fire and burned my cabbages.
Ooh, for Lyra, it would be.
Oh, he gets 2 sentences. He gets
Oh,
2.
he gets 2 sentences. That was
Yeah,
one.
I got one more. I saved Rue's life.
Again.
That again makes it a 3rd sentence. Come on now.
Oh,
No, there's a comma.
I agree with B on this one. It's way better as a separate sentence.
more emphasis. For Lyra, it would probably be. Felt really unlucky. Ooh, a temple.
Beautiful. All right.
Perfect.
Well, since our chat got to see the video of the actual summary, we're gonna jump in.
I think that was pretty accurate, though.
No, I think I think that was pretty. I think you guys picked up on all the main plot points. It's really good for me as a DM to know where all your characters' heads are. That's obviously in the present. All right, I'm gonna take a sip, and then we're gonna start.
So I gotta get my own pirate music because I can listen to my own music. I'm gonna listen to the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nice.
I'm listening to the soundtrack of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney World or something.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no? Oh yes!
All right. The storm surrounds this floating island, lightning and thunder echoing through the clouds around you. Arena walks through a wall of water and rain. Up the beautifully carved white stone stairs with deep blue veins flowing through them. As Arena's foot steps on the top platform, lightning strikes the top of the 4 pillars. The vague shape of humanoids form, full of clouds and lightning. A female figure turns to Arena, the lightning in her skin flashing. Excuse me. A hole where her chest is, the shape of a tear. As she turns to you, Arena, the rain stops, suspended in air. Almost as though the rain itself is waiting. Her eyes flash. Are you here for my tear too? You're too late. All that remains is anger. He took it.
Oh, well. Who's he? I bet he was a jerk, too.
She looks around. Who's similar to, points a finger towards Sen, to him, but white, pale. He spoke words that controlled me. And he stole my tear. Are you with him?
No. We were following him to see what he was up to. See if we could stop it.
It seems you failed if you were here to stop him from taking my tear. Lightning.
Well, we didn't know what he was up to be honest.
Lightning continues to crackle through her skin, intensifying.
We're here to find him and take him with us, dead or alive. I'm actually not entirely clear if he is dead or alive. But if he stole your tear, when we catch up with him, what do you say? We bring it back to her? And Voth looks around at the rest of his crew.
Preferably dead, but we can get the tear. That I don't care if that's alive.
And Voth's gonna look directly at Ruse and we're gonna bring the tear back here.
We'll do our best.
How does the spirit react to we'll do our best, you know?
She continues to look around. These four storm spirits on these pillars kind of float towards the top of this altar where she is. Bring it back. You swear it.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I don't have a problem with bringing it back, but do we get anything of value in return?
Thank you. Wow. Finally, someone with sense.
And I say this as Sen is basically walking sideways up a pillar, looking at her.
Value? What do you mean,
Yes.
value?
Monetarily, gold, magical items, something special that may be put up for sale, perhaps.
I remember. That is what people used to do. They used to sell things.
Yes.
Value.
Excellent.
I don't... Holding a power at bay, is that value?
What kind of power is this?
The power that this white pirate carried. My tear unlocks things in this world that have been gone for a long time. I think it's been a long time.
Are we talking things of power that it unlocks? Things that we could, slip into our pockets?
Beings.
Oh.
Oh, that,
Oh, that's...
Killable beings?
Not in my time.
So you're saying they're worth a lot?
No, I don't think that's what's being said. I think these are beings that we should stop.
Oh.
So they don't do worse than us.
I mean, it's not easy, but all right.
If it pleases you, ma'am, we'll find that tear and bring it back to you.
Sure, fine, whatever.
we'll
say
bring
it's
it. We'll bring it back.
You say it's a powerful object that unlocks some kind of unholy evil, and it's best in your care.
Yes. I sacrificed everything for it. And if it is not brought back, it will be all for naught. She looks around to the five of you. You've noticed these storm spirits have moved closer to each one of you. She reaches a hand out to you, Arena. And simultaneously, all these storm spirits reach out to each one of you four. And as she makes contact, you feel a small spark. You all take 1 lightning damage.
Well then.
This will bring you back to me.
What kind of curse have you laid upon us?
I don't think it's a curse. I don't truly know. There's a lot I don't remember. I know this will bring you back to me.
What do we have to do?
Find my tear.
So we just touch it and touch it to you and then zap right back?
Seems too easy.
No,
But also that leaves us stranded.
it will guide you here. Through the storm.
Alrighty.
Go quickly.
Do you know which way he went?
I do not. His words did something to me.
All right, let's wrap this up.
We'll track him down.
Good.
We're not. We're fairly competent at tracking down our quarry. As Voth looks right at Ruse.
One thing we're good at.
Then leave quickly, or don't leave at all.
Oh.
Voth takes a deep bow and
Sen's already
RUNNOFT.
up and down the pillar.
I mean LWALKOFT.
What did you say, Sin?
Oh, he just once he got hit by the lightning thing, he was just like right back down the pillars. Like, it's time to go now.
And we're done.
Oh, I'm good,
Yeah.
thanks.
He's just waiting for everyone to come along.
I mean, I could never make it up the pillars, so I'm still on the ground.
Oh no! It was very
Just
smooth.
shouting up all my answers.
He looks over at Rose, is like, we made a deal with the magical creatures, and those never go well. Never, ever, 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 ever.
Yeah, you know, is this reminiscent of that arm you got there? Still haven't forgot that, by the way.
Don't want to talk about it.
Also, do we have any kind of badass scar from the shock of lightning?
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of glows the same color as the like bluish, like this dark blue that is in this like marble altar.
Very cool.
Sweet.
totally
How
is
far
interesting.
does it go? Is it like just in the hand, or is it like
It's starting in the hand.
starting?
Starting.
in the hand? Okay.
So where is it going, Steven? It's indistinguishable on Voth's blue, scaly, leathery hide.
Nice.
The lightning damage is kind of like skitters over his scales.
Okay. As she kind of gives you that last fairly threatening push to go, the rain starts again.
We out.
Yeah. Arena already had started backing up. Like, okay, we're done now.
Hearth looks at you and says, maybe I should have said something.
You think? No, actually, it's probably best you were quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Letting you lead
it?
by trial. That's a good point, Ruth. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Well done, Hearth. What should we be doing next?
I feel like we should get back to the ship and let the captain know what's happening.
You don't think we should track down our wayward quarry?
I'm not going back to the ship yet. We're this close to catching them.
Do you think the captain would be pleased if we came back empty-handed?
I think the captain might want to know that we made a deal with that.
Well...
And the dead Drazenry would probably also be good, and maybe a warning about the deadly mosquitoes? No?
You know, for once, I actually find myself in agreement with Hart.
What?
No, I don't know.
Arena's already looking for signs of the other person going a different way.
Roll a survival check.
And real quick, just player knowledge. The dead, what was the word you used there? Domri?
Drazenry.
Drazenry. That's the name of our...
Quarry.
The people who we're tracking down.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big old 5.
Oh, yeah.
You can't see any other tracks or anything.
How do you go about looking for tracks, Arena?
He is a professional D&D player.
The entire time y'all have been kind of talking, Arena's just kind of standing there, like looking around, just kind of looking around at the ground. She doesn't appear to be doing anything. She doesn't appear to be finding anything either. But she's just kind of standing there, just looking around at the ground, kind of.
Arena like puts a few like stones and is like, this tells me nothing.
Well, I don't see where anybody else came, so we don't really have anywhere else to go. No leads to follow from here.
Did you even look?
I've been looking around.
If you want to make yourself useful, why don't you call upon your bird and have them deliver a missive to our captain? I'm going to do some survival checks.
That's an idea.
Hart says, "What's a survival check?"
Well, you see, Arth, there are 6 main attributes, and you know what? Never mind.
See, this is what happens when I agree with her. Not just.
While Rouge is looking for tracks, Voth is almost like side up to Lyra, and knows that Lyra, like of the 5 of us, Lyra is the most like in tune with like strange magics.
Indeed. Yeah. I'd say so.
Go ahead and roll your survival check, B.
Now, what kind of curse did that ghost lay upon us? What is this?
You can make a
14.
Well, it's gonna be sort of like. Oh. Who's going? Are you doing the survival check right now? Do you want to?
Go
I
ahead.
don't know what we want to resolve first.
Give me your number,
Okay.
and then we'll. What did you roll?
Okay, 14.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna do a plus 1d4 because I got a bunch of those.
Yeah, get that guidance.
Yeah.
You get double guidance?
16.
Also, in response to the comment on the bird, Arena says, the bird can't talk.
But the bird can deliver a message, can't it? As Voth produces pen and paper.
Oh,
The
good.
bird
I
can
Alright.
deliver the word.
Start.
Oh no.
The bird.
What's the word, bird?
The bird is the word.
Start writing a message.
This
Danny.
is serious D&D, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, you rolled a 15 on your survival check.
16.
16.
I got a 2 on my d4.
Okay. Oh, is Danny? Are you frozen? Is Danny frozen?
Danny-
I can hear you guys.
Oh, okay. You're not frozen anymore. If you were, so you're
There's a
16.
dog partying in the background.
B, as you walk around, kind of not directly back in the same direction you came from, but in the same generic direction. It seems like this path they came to this statue and turned around and went back a little bit more. I forgot to give directions to which way you came, so we're going to say east.
Reasonable.
You originally followed.
That sounds like us. Who has come from
Lyra, if you want to roll a religion or arcana check in regards to answering Voth's question, you can.
Yes. Let's do. Well, they're both. So let's do. religion.
Okay.
Plus 0. Oh, that's a 6.
High rollers today.
Hey, welcome back.
I am going to let you make any assumption that you want about it and
Alright,
share it
so-
with Voth.
I feel like it's some sort of like homing beacon or something, kind of like a lighthouse. When we're on our way back, and it either directly transports us there right away, or it helps us get there a little faster. Not quite sure exactly which.
Do you think it matters if we touch it or not?
Oh, I think you're fine. Maybe it's the intention of it. I just wouldn't go poking at it.
By the
Is it
gods of the
bugging you?
season, by the gods of the season skies, I don't like this cursed business.
Lyra, you have another D4.
Yay!
Now, Steven, how many G4s can we add to a roll?
You know
How
what?
many guidances can we guidance on our guidances?
You know what? I view the chat as a sort of benevolent, chaotic deity. You can roll as many in one as you want.
Yes. Yes.
Chris says Danny's can stack.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so as you have found another, like a continuation of the path, and obviously all your questions about this curse have been very clearly and fully answered.
Oh yeah. And Voth absolutely 100% takes Lyra at her word, and like takes her words very seriously. I mean, magic is a very strange business in this world. It's not like wizards are a dime a dozen like they are in other magical fantasy settings. So the fact that Lyra knows how to cast any spells at all is like very like, okay, you deal in these arcane, strange ways, and your word on this is expert, even if you're totally just making this crap up.
I'm just winging it.
Did Sin hear any of this?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then Sin is just shaking his head. not even correcting or trying to do anything different. It's just like, never mind. Just roll with it.
Arena, are you sending Perry?
Yeah, I'll spend the time while they're all doing their thing. I'll spend the time to write out a message of everything we found and all the information, and go to Perry the Falcon and say, "All right, Perry. Now go ahead and take this back to Captain, and then find us again, okay?"
What kind of sound is that for a parrot to make?
He's
Perry's a falcon.
He's a falcon.
Perry is not a parrot.
Sorry, that really scared. Little cat didn't like that.
Oh no, little cat.
Here you go. He was
Little cat's scared by your falcon sound.
Yeah.
Right? It's a predator.
Little cat's like, I'm 2.5 pounds. Falcons are not. That's not a joke.
2.5
Sorry,
pounds
he's
is
not an
almost
eagle,
twice
they
as much
just
as
make a
him.
clicking sound.
And flies away. Towards the guidance for Tiny Cat, and flies away towards the ship. And what are y'all doing?
I think I would inform them the direction that I found the tracks and like the area that they were leading to.
Mhm.
Well, we go back to the ship or continue on our way.
Voth jams his musket and starts following Ruse down the path.
Yeah.
As we start walking, Lyra's gonna all of a sudden stop and be like, "Oh, I just forgot. I could have written my message in the book to contact the captain."
Right, that very useful thing that you've done many
That
times. for
very
some
useful
reason.
thing.
We all
forgot
just
about
forgot
it.
Magic is a fickle master.
It's all right. Perry will be back soon. I'm sure of it.
Gotta give
Boss
Perry
says
something to do.
magic is a fickle master. Sin is nodding enthusiastically.
Well, I suppose there's nothing to do about it now, so we should just keep going forward.
Hearth is behind you as you all start walking down this path, like putting his finger up, like you're right. We should go this way.
Excellent leadership, Arth. Way to lead from the back.
I want to protect your back in case more of those mosquitoes.
Flank, Hearth.
Yeah, the mosquitoes, and you know how it is. It's dangerous out here. So
Voth says aloud to no one in particular in a voice that Hearth can hear. I really appreciate how Hearth doesn't micromanage us.
Wow.
Amazing. So what order are y'all marching in? I'm assuming B's in the front,
I think this time, yeah, that makes sense.
or excuse me, Ruse.
Yeah, I'm gonna park Voth kind of like up front, giving Ruse enough space to like do her thing,
Okay.
but they're for backup.
Okay.
And I think I'm in the back.
Okay.
I guess I'll be behind Both. Or Sen, if Sen wants to be behind Voth. I know he was privy to their conversation earlier, so...
Yeah, Sen is probably like in the middle of the group, just trying to make sure that he can keep eyes on everything.
being trying to make sure that he's got his competency where he can reach everybody.
Exactly. Precisely.
And then Hearth is walking back with Lyra. With sort of a... Lyra, you would probably be the only one who would notice this as he's with you, but he's kind of got these, like, the slumped shoulders of, like... no one's listening to him. That defeated look, almost.
Oh.
Oh boy. There you go, buddy. This shirt's a little slippery.
I was just typing in chat, little kind of slowly falling like dead bird.
How dare you compare Little Cat to Dead Bird? It absolutely is the shirt.
I think it's the shirt.
But I care more about actually letting him stay here than the Dead Bird.
Yeah. I just noticed you like slowly.
So as you are, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get a nice cramp by the end of this, but
Nice.
last time I streamed, he slept on my. I'm actually gonna just grab you real quick.
In your hoodie.
He slept right here for about 2 hours. So that's probably a better spot for him. Anyways, these are the important things and why we stream RPGs. So B, in the lead, I'm going to need you to make one more survival, or I will let you make a perception check. Your choice.
I will do survival since I have advantage on that.
Ooh.
Oh, a 25, a nat 20 plus 5.
A nat 20 plus 5.
Uh-huh.
Nice. So as you follow this trail, you are able to kind of catch each little like break in a branch, every footstep, like every little piece. And there's, oh buddy, we're gonna have you on the lap. This shirt is too slippery. This shirt is too slippery, little man.
Help!
Chat, in case you're wondering, his name is Little Cat, named by my son because he's little. The cute is overwhelming my senses. Absolutely.
We are right there with you.
It's so hard to focus. I'm just watching Little Cat like, fault is
We're all over here like, oh!
That is for Little Cat.
So there's a couple things that you notice. The first is that at one point this path breaks off and you see what you can very clearly tell in this survival check. There was a group of people that followed this. It wasn't just one person going.
Okay.
But one person breaks off and heads back towards where y'all came from, where your ship is. So there's that one path, and then the rest continue on further. And in the distance, you see a Terran airship taking off into the skies. And you watch as the storm starts to part around it.
Well, shit. I'm gonna point over at that Terran ship. So there's a good chance the person that we're looking for might have boarded that ship. The rest of that crew that we were tracking, I mean, I would still love to kill them. They've gone in that direction, whereas I believe our quarry is probably right back by our ship.
So we need to get back quickly.
Wait, they're going towards our ship.
Yeah, I mean, the captain's fine, but there was that one crew member named Peanut. Honestly, Peanut's trash, and I don't think it's gonna go very well for her.
What
Here ship. That'd be an awful for us.
So the Drazenri that we've been tracking, it's a crew of them. And we found a couple of them dead already. Their tracks are leading back to our ship. No, away from our ship. One person away from our ship. But in other news, we've just seen an airship take off heading towards our ship.
Kinda. One person. Go ahead.
So you have been following a path that has, you rolled a natural 20. It has about 10 people, minus the 2 you found earlier.
Okay.
Ruse, goodness gracious names, is following. What they pointed out to you was most of the crew continued on basically towards where this airship is taking off from.
Gotcha.
One set of footprints headed back towards where your ship is.
Gotcha. And the airship that's taking off right now, the storm is parting around it, and it's leaving this island. It's leaving
Correct.
Skeeto Ghost Island.
Yep.
All right. So if we're gonna follow them, we have to head back to our ship. And the one person who didn't go to that ship is also heading towards our ship.
Correct.
The plot lines converge.
Like to imagine that like Ruse had to re-explain this a few times for Bob. No. Look at these tracks.
Every time you repeat yourself, you're literally using different words and telling me different things.
I
Get your story straight.
There's also like 8 little baby dragonborns flying around in Draconic trying to also explain it because they all figured it out.
Thank you, Mix. I don't know what you're saying, but very convincing.
Let's go.
Yeah, it sounds like it's time to go.
Okay. So with the nat 20, B, I'm going to give you one more thing as you head back towards your ship. As you get closer, you see, following this trail, there is, they went off the trail real quick, like very briefly, and then came back on. And kind of as you look that direction, on some of the leaves of these plants, you see blood.
Like a person who's a little unhinged, I will like stick out my finger, I'll give it a lick. I'll be like, alright, we got some blood here. I think our dear quarry is a little injured, and I'm gonna like lick it again. Yeah, they're definitely not doing so well.
How can you tell?
It's the certain flavors, the hints. It's kind of like wine tasting, but with blood. Have you
Can taste
the whole thing you got going on? No,
I'm imagining that like Ruse is like, yeah, they had a high cholesterol diet. They ate eggs for breakfast. That's probably not doing any favors.
Right, they clearly ate 8 eggs a day for breakfast. This is not okay.
Probably some fiber in there.
Amazing.
Sin's just looking at Ruse like, do you know what? Just keep going.
And the last part of that, as you're kind of talking about not thinking that they're not doing good, you see what appear to be underneath some of these plants, feet on the ground.
I pull them out.
They're connected to a body.
Yes.
In my own head,
That was
Bob
my
is like,
hope. If there were just feet, then
Bob was thinking if they were just feet, I would have to figure out dinner tonight for the kids.
The body is charred from basically the belly button up, completely burnt.
I will yank out this body and like throw it into like the middle of the road that we're traveling on. Can mosquitoes set fire to things? I don't encounter a lot of mosquitoes.
my guess is no.
All Are there any, like, the trail that we were following? Was it this person's trail? Like, if I took off a boot and like I walked it over to some of like the loose impressions in the ground, do they match?
They match coming forward. They do not match where you came from.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so this isn't the person we were looking for. This is just some other person who happened to be coming in this direction.
Yeah.
And then there were
I pull off the boots. Anybody needs some boots?
Are they good boots?
They're pretty nice boots. They smell horrible.
Oof.
I mean,
Sounds like hooves.
Maybe if you air them out while we're flying on the ship, they'll lose a bit of the stank.
Yeah. I could use some new boots if nobody else will take this. All right, I don't examine bodies. That's not my forte.
Voth will get in there and try to figure out what happened to this this poor soul before it met its fiery demise.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
That's a 10, right in the
10.
middle. Not too good, not too bad.
They were burnt to a crisp, so there's that.
I shared this information for you with the party. Looks like fire.
Sin just starts walking. Just keep on walking back in the direction of the ship now.
Yeah, we need to get back just in case.
I'm a little worried.
We should also try to get on their trail.
And as you all head back, as you approach, you hear the sounds of. Oh, was someone about to say something?
Going through their medicine. As I'm medicing their body, do I find anything else? Any other clues? Anything of interest?
Give me also an investigation roll.
Oh, sure.
If you fail, then it's just
19. Jeez.
Wow. In his hand is carved the exact same symbol as the tattoo on Ruse's forehead.
With a deft slice from a short sword, Voth is going to hold the hand up to Ruse.
Ah, shit.
What's it mean?
Why don't we talk about this on the boat?
Voth tosses the hand to Ruse.
So crispy.
Way to get a hand on the situation, and I continue on.
Oh.
Well, everyone, we can hang up. Eris 1 D&D. Nothing more to say. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
The campaign's over. It was fun. No. So,
You're welcome.
Is there anything else y'all are doing around this body, or are you going to continue on?
No, if any of the younglings are still hungry, then they stay behind for a minute.
Okay.
But
Yeah, there's some munching. And as you continue on, as you approach the ship, you hear yelling and screaming, crashing, and chaos.
Full run.
Full run.
Yep. Full on running now.
As you approach, I'm gonna need, if you are full on running, I'm going to need all of you to make athletics checks or acrobatics checks.
Absolutely.
11 for Voth.
Okay.
Athletics.
Different dice, Danny.
I love these too much.
But they don't love you.
They don't love me.
But they love the story.
They do. That's a 10 with the guidance that who was it gave me?
11. Oh, let me take that D4.
Yeah, I think I might throw my D4 on there as well. Thanks again, Lonzo.
I'm gonna take that 17.
I got a fat
Thanks for
one.
that D4 as well.
15.
So that's a 12 for Voth on his athletics.
Okay, and Ruse?
Oh, I'm not running.
Why do I need to make a check? I'm just ambling at a medium pace.
Yeah, so
Absolutely, that's Ruse.
Ruse is fine. Did you say a 17 Arena, and Sen, you got a 15?
15. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
17 on acrobatics.
the two of you are able to kind of weave in and out of these trees and avoid any roots and stuff like that. Ruse, as you watch the four of them take off, you watch Voth just get his foot caught in a root and faceplant, like flat on the ground. And as Lyra turns to look back to help him, just like right into a tree.
Where did that come from?
I elbow like one of the babies. Like, oh my gosh.
And you both take. I rolled a d4 and got a 1, so you both take 1 bludgeoning damage.
1 point of pride damage. Ouch. My ego.
And you and Ruse and Lyra, as we roll initiative, are going to basically be 1 round away from reaching what Sen and Arena see.
When he gets there, he's acting pretty early on because Voth got a 21.
Okay.
He's late, but he's ready.
Ooh. I got double digits. That's 14 for me.
Okay.
I love my
I'm
life.
so excited. Oh no.
I got a 6. Sometimes it's just great how it works out, you know? I'm fine with
amazing.
I got an 8.
Okay, so we had Voth with a 21. Arena had what?
14.
Okay. I just typed. Anyways, doesn't matter. Then we had. What did Ruse have?
5.
5. Lyra had. Did I hear 6?
6, yeah.
And 8. Okay.
Yep.
Sen, Lyra, and Ruse. Ruse. That is just like right in line with all actions.
That's a good choice there.
Kitchen on fire again. Oh no.
So as Voth goes first,
But I'm late, I guess, right?
you're essentially late.
Okay.
As you recover and make it up to where Sen and Arena have already made it to, you see this enormous boar. Whoa, that noise was really loud. Sorry, chat. I'm going to mute this tab so that does not happen again. Because, woof, that was not pleasant. You see this enormous boar that's, is it large? I believe it's large. Yeah. So it's like 15 feet from snout to tail. It's massive. It's got this like green hide, and it's crackling with lightning like much of this island has been. And it's like goring pieces of wood, and you see some of the crew like have been like launched and are laying on the ground bleeding, and it's just pure chaos. You see Captain Dira like flying down on a rope, swinging with her sword, like trying to swing at it as she like does that pirate thing that's flying back and forth. It's very cool. And that's what you see, Voth. And Arena, that is also what you see. What do you do?
Well, as Arena was running up, and I guess is it the deck of the ship like ground level, or do we have to like get up to it?
It's not on the deck of the ship. It's the ship is above. It's like it's on the ground, the same level that you were on essentially, but like
Gotcha.
Everything there were crew members that were like cutting down lumber and doing lots of repairs to the whole of the ship and everything, right. And so that's where it is.
Gotcha. All right, yeah. I'm as I'm running up, Arena pulls one of the daggers out of her boot and almost appears to kiss it. Everybody around her is a little too far to hear her whisper in Elvish or in Celestial, the word for starlight, and it lights up with a blue flame. she draws her rapier in her other hand and will essentially run up and just start attacking this thing.
Okay.
Spore.
Why don't you roll those attacks?
Okay, come on. That's a little better. Okay. With the rapier, that is an 18 to hit.
That does hit it.
All right. So she slashes out for 6 piercing damage.
Okay. So with your rapier, as you connect, this arc of lightning wraps around your sword and pulses into your hand. You feel the heat of that and the shock of that, and you take 6 lightning damage.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
did you say
fun.
Did you say 6 slashing damage?
Yes.
Okay. Given that it's fighting a lot of your crew, you also will get sneak attack.
I was just about to ask that. And that is 3d6 at this level. Yay! Oh, that's 2 6s and a 5.
Oh,
So
nice.
12, 13, 14, 17.
Okay.
And I yell out as it shocks me, and I hit it. I say, "Oh, this one's got some bite to it." And then my bonus action, I will make another slash attack with my flaming dagger.
Okay. Roll that attack.
Oh gosh, I'm afraid of all my dice now. They're all.
They believe in
Oh,
you.
that was better. Okay. Doop 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 doop. Numbers 14 to hit.
That misses as you with this little dagger you try to pierce into it, and it just slams into this tough hide. Need to read something. Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine on the second one. Anything else on your turn?
Because I didn't hit. That's it. That is my action and bonus action, and I'm not gonna move away from it.
Okay. As it's right next to you, it will do this.
There's 2 buttons on Steven's
It
screen.
looks-
One says go easy on him. One says nah.
It looks at you, and this it almost charges this lightning around its horns and starts to gore at you. And as it does that, it runs through you and through a bunch of the crew, and ends up about 20 feet away from you. And that is a 17 to hit.
Ow. Yeah, that hits. Oh, wait.
Waiting.
You know what? As Arena sees it start to charge up, she kind of instinctively puts her arms up and will cast shield.
Oh, nice.
To give herself a +5 AC, so it will not hit.
Okay. Okay. It does still run basically through you, pushing you aside as this shield appears in front of you, pushes you back slightly, and runs over 3 of the crew members and is now about 20 feet from you. And with that, it is the crew's turn who are reacting. You hear a couple shots go off.
Shots fired.
Dira again swoops down and tries to hit it, and one crew member does look fairly competent, and takes a dagger and stabs into it. You watch the lightning arc into him, and the boar screams back and does damages. Okay. And he kind of, as he stabs, he runs through past it very quickly. And it is Sen's turn.
Okay. Then Sen is looking at this thing. It is like lightning horns. Yeah, screw it. Just runs up, starts punching.
Okay. Roll those attacks.
Yeah, here we go. It's gonna be a 16. 18.
18 hits.
All right. Oh, that's crap. That's gonna be 5 damage.
5 damage. And as your fist slams into it, lightning also arcs off of it back onto you, and you take 7 lightning damage.
Damn it. All right, then stubborn. He's gonna hit it again. Let's be real. That's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be
I can
different
kill
this
it.
time.
I can kill it before it kills me. That is gonna be another. That's gonna be 15.
15 just hits.
All right, this time it's going to be 11 damage.
Okay. And again, lightning arcing around you. You take 2 lightning damage.
Ooh. I mean, you
Okay.
did 11, but it did 2. I don't know. It's not be sustainable, folks.
And do that for a bonus action. I'm going to use an ability called Dig Deep.
Okay.
I gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for the next minute.
Nice.
Yeah, the only problem is when it's done, I gain a level of exhaustion. So
That's very boxer. Next
that's it for me.
we have Lyra.
All right.
So you are just basically, after your encounter with the tree, you are just catching up to be kind of on the edge of this battle. And Ruse has been walking about the same speed as you. I guess I will say, if you have anything that's in like the 120-foot range, you could do that.
I do. So I'll do that. I'll run up to the edge of where this battle is taking place, and I'll grasp onto my necklace, and I'll also say a word that nobody can really hear in Celestial. And it is going to spear forth like a shooting star. We're gonna have 2 of them. We're gonna do 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Nice. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Here we go. Oh no! First one is a natural 1. Second is a 24.
The first one slams into one of the crew members.
Sorry, Peanut. And
See
then
what had
that's
happened
7 force damage
Okay.
to the boar.
Okay. And
That's it.
Ruse, as you're casually strolling.
With a yawn and a stretch, they will unholster their longbow, which happens to be one of their Kensai weapons, so they're quite adept at it. And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot once with a weapon, and then burn a key point, and I can shoot yet again with it.
Okay.
I'm just waiting on my D&D Beyond to load.
And Voth, I realize I didn't give you that same opportunity of doing something that would be at range. You are welcome to do something like that after Ruse is done.
Voth, from a distance here, is going to try to size up the creature. Does it look to be... Can you tell us a little bit more about this creature? I know it's a boar, it's green leathery skin, it's cracked and flexible.
Roll a nature check, and I might be able to give you a little bit more. And go ahead and make your attacks, Ruse.
Okay. Both go first.
Oh, sure. 14.
You get... it's very connected to the lightning, and you watch as lightning kind of continually from the storm around you continues to arc into it. Surprisingly, you get the sense that lightning and thunder type things would not really affect it very much.
Now, there are certain creatures in this world that Voth has like an affinity for to like communicate with them, and there are certain monstrosities that he cannot. There's no reasoning with them. Does this creature seem like more like a bestial creature or more of like a monstrous creature?
You're really getting this is a monster vibe.
No metagaming.
Your nature rule tells you that.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So as Voth sees, Voth is somewhat aware of Lyra's abilities around magic, but wouldn't put it past her to control storms as well. So calls out to her. Careful! The creature feeds off of storm. And you're muted.
You're right, I am. I'll just. Oh, all right. I'm trying over here.
Like you see the Eldritch Blast. Like,
And you see Peanut just like fly.
yeah. Terrified.
Ruse.
Kids.
Poor Peanut.
right.
Take those
Poor
attacks.
Peanut. They this is like their second day on the boat, and they're having the worst time of their lives. A 17 to hit.
That hits. I'm also picturing Peanut as almost like an intern. Like this was a trial run to see if they wanted to take up piracy.
They're gonna go become a desk cleric after this.
Pirate bureaucrat. Desk pirate.
Where'd the DP go? 9 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
23 on my second to hit.
That
And
definitely
7
hits.
damage. So 7 and 9.
Okay.
And I think this is such a casual thing. They take the time to unholster their bow. They pull out an arrow. They look at it. They're like, "Yeah, you're the good one." And then they pull back, and they're still walking, and they just loose one arrow, and it hits. And they're like, "Nice." And they look around to see if anybody noticed. I don't know if anybody did. So trying to okay, this next one's got to be flashy. I'm shooting the boar, and they shoot the next arrow, and then look around again for any kind of validation.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
That is amazing. Okay, anything else on your turn?
That's my action bonus.
Okay.
You hear in response, "That's very nice. Shoot faster."
Voth,
Thanks.
it is your turn.
All right.
So you can get up to it now.
Yeah. Voth's gonna get he's gonna get within we'll say. Who's to say? Who's to know? We'll say he gets into there. It is. Sorry, first from my range. Okay, yeah. So about 40 feet of it. So I have to get pretty close. These firearms aren't so great, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, Voth gets within range of the beast, about 40 feet away, and unslings his musket from under his cloak, locks it, loads it, aims, and mutters under his breath "Poor beast, time to put you down." And always be sharpshooting. Let's give it a shot. That is a 14 to hit.
That misses.
Oof.
As this musket ball slams into the wood of the ship behind the boar.
Reloads, re-aims, breathes out, and gets... Okay, this time I got a 14. Does that hit?
Still no.
Well,
You hit Peanut.
no, I do not hit Peanut.
thank
If I hit
you.
Peanut, Peanut's fine. That was 19 points of piercing damage before my riders.
So as Voth fires unsuccessfully, Arena, it is your turn. As this boar is charged about 20 feet away from where you were.
Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna follow it. I don't have any ranged attacks at the moment because I didn't grab a bow or anything before I left on the ship. So I'm following it. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to get to its flanks essentially, and attack twice. Once with my rapier and once with my flame tongue dagger.
Okay. Roll
Oh
as a
gosh, come on. Oh, that's better. Okay, that's a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Yeah.
And as you hit with your rapier, more lightning arcs out, and you take 4 lightning damage.
Great. That's no, not inspiration damage. There we go. Woo! All right. It's still engaged with people, right? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that wasn't as good. That's fine though. That's 10. 17 piercing damage with the rapier.
Nice.
And then stop zapping, man. I'm gonna try to hit it with my offhand attack.
Okay.
Okay, that's 14 plus 6 is 20.
That also hits.
Yeah, and then that is 4 piercing damage and 8 fire damage. And how much damage do I take?
4 more lightning damage.
Great.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Math,
So yeah,
math.
I'm just carving into it, saying, "Come on, we want a roast for dinner."
It's looking like it's panicking.
Great.
And you watch as it's missing something on the sheet. That is very strange. Okay. Lightning charges all around it, and it leaps towards Ruse and Lyra, leaping over everything through the sky.
What's the sound it makes as it leaps through the sky, Steven? Thank you.
We were just screaming right now.
But
Like, "Ah!"
but it's crackling. It's very ferocious.
Snort, crackle.
And as it lands, I'm going to need Lyra, Ruse, and Voth to all make con saves.
Do I get an attack of opportunity when it leaves my melee range?
It's because it's part of this ability. Technically, no.
Technically, no. That is a 15 for Voth as he braces himself for the lightning blast to come.
Okay.
13 for Lyra.
Unnatural 20 from Ruse.
Okay.
They just like sidestep casually.
So as it lands, this thunder and lightning shoots out from it. And Voth and Ruse, you take... excuse me. I'm not ready for backup options. Thank you. Half of 17, 8. You take 8 thunder damage. And Lyra, as it hits you, you take 17 thunder damage, and you are pushed away and knocked prone.
Okay.
And after it does that, it starts charging into the forest, away from y'all as best as it can. And you see as it's leaving this trail of like lots of blood. And it is the crew's turn, who they all sort of focus on as it seems to be running away, taking care of each other and recovering. I'm gonna see if see how good Dira is. As she pulls out a flintlock pistol, and aims, but it's pretty far.
They also have a max range of 90 feet, short range of 30 feet.
Yeah, so I'd say it's right on the edge of that 90 feet. And she rolled a 17 and a 19 on the dice with disadvantage. And with that shot, this creature had one hit point left. Hence the running.
I was hoping she'd miss so I could hit it.
But just in a very, I feel like it's very fitting though, in a very captain way. She's still hanging on one of the ropes from the side of the ship, just.
I'm imagining it as one of those things where like the shot goes off, the smoke clears, and the beast is still like moving, so we think that she missed, and it takes like maybe like 3 or 4 more steps, and then just collapses.
Like the cave troll in Lord of the Rings.
Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you all are out of initiative. It's pretty chaotic. Dira's kind of patching people up, checking on people. This one crew member who seemed particularly competent, who I actually gave a name and I can't remember what it is.
Would you like us to name them?
Sure. We can change his name. What's
Biscuit?
Prince, what did you have for cereal, or what did you have for breakfast at any point last week? Biscuit. I do like biscuit.
Churros.
I like churro. I changed my vote from biscuit to churro.
It's churro.
Okay,
I
that's
love them.
perfect.
They are so sweet.
Churro, peanut. This is a very. I feel like we all come to this podcast. I come to this stream a little bit hungry.
Don't mind me trying to eat my
churro biscuit.
my muffin this morning.
Churro biscuit.
Sen, I feel like Churro has gained this name as he spends a lot of time with you, just eating any snacks you've cooked up recently.
There we go.
And has a favorite fried cinnamon sugar treat. He's kind of cleaning off these daggers and helping people up. Dira approaches you all, says, "Just in time. That was unexpected. This is a strange place. What did you find while you were out there?"
Did Perry not make it back with the letter?
Now that you say that, I did get the letter. There's been some stuff going on around here. I haven't had a chance to read it.
Ah, well, just in time to explain exactly what I just said in the letter.
So, what you want me to read? Oh, okay. Sure, I'll read.
If you read my reports, you wouldn't have to have these guys.
We don't need this meeting. It could have been an email. I just had an email. And now.
She reads through it and says, "So they were here. The Drazenri were here. Mm-hmm. And you made a deal with. Your description is not totally clear. Is it a person or a being, or?"
It's a haunted spirit, Captain, and it's not so much of a deal that we made as we weren't given many options.
Sounds like I didn't like it. And he runs over to the board and just takes off the butcher knife, starts cutting.
Yeah, I'm imagining like we're having this conversation, just like the background, just like.
Well, if this ship, I didn't expect us to see this ship come this way. We were supposed to be going around in a way that none of their ships would have gone. I don't fully understand what's happening.
The Drazenri must have had the same idea, and they've got some leverage over us as they left the island. Storm parted before them.
Well, it should be noticed they left on a Terran ship, but I don't know if that's important to note.
That is, you would know that the Drazenri are like the secret agents, essentially, of Terran.
Okay.
They're the Terran MI6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not what I expected. Well, we should finish getting our ship packed. Wow.
What are we doing, Captain?
Sorry, I'm still tingling a little bit from the electricity.
Yeah, that's pirate logo. That's pirate lingo.
That's a good shot, Cap.
Getting the ship.
Very good shot.
We all know what that means.
Oh, thank you.
It means get going. That's what it means.
Yeah, we need to.
It's like a
That's the sound it makes when the ship is fixed.
So step to it. We'll get everything patched up. I think we're gonna need to make a stop to really get everything repaired well.
Shouldn't we be given pursuit to the Terran ship, Captain? As soon as possible.
Absolutely, it would be helpful if we could know that our ship would fly without I don't know, lighting on fire, our sails working. I don't know if you remember the whole storm situation, but we did take a bit of damage.
Voth puts his hands on the captain's shoulders and nods, says, I remember. And then proceeds to help fix the ship.
So she kind of leaves you all, and the five of you, why don't you describe what you would do to kind of go about your time on the ship, helping fix it, interacting with anyone?
It's a lot of delegating.
Oh, actually, I do. Sorry, I forgot. Sen, you went over to the boar.
Yes.
The one thing you would notice is on that boar, as you're kind of carving it up, on its chest is that same like jagged 5-pointed star.
The same one that's on Ruze's forehead?
No, it's this 5-pointed star that you saw carved into on top of some of the runes.
Gotcha.
How big is this?
How many Buicks is this boar?
No, I'm saying that where the
Buick
scar
boar?
is, because Sin could cut that part
Oh,
off.
dope.
I would say it's about a foot in diameter.
Then he's definitely being careful to cut that part off and then bring it back to show it. Like,
Okay.
hey, this was on the board.
How does Lyra react to that?
The cutting off of the boar's chest.
The matchy symbol. No, the symbol.
Oh, the symbol. Well, it's definitely strange. She's very off-put by the carving.
Roll a religion.
Blood and everything.
I don't remember. Roll religion.
Roll a religion check with advantage.
Oh, thank you. 19.
Okay. That's,
Okay.
I'm not going to give you any information yet, but
Okay, that's fine. It's obviously we've seen it before, so maybe we should be keeping an eye out for it. It could have some significance. Maybe it's some sort of symbol of power.
And I'll try this and see if we can keep it intact in case we see it again.
Gross. Cool.
Aris, am I remembering correctly that Arena also has a background as like an archeologist? Is that?
Oh, that's me.
No.
I remember that Lyra does. But I couldn't-
No, Arena talked to Lyra one day, found out what Lyra was doing, and was like, "Hey, that sounds like it's fun," and
That's what it was.
stopped being switched jobs as a pirate.
switch pirate subclasses.
I have in my
Yeah.
notes for your character reverse Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that was the idea that was the idea that she got from talking to Lyra and from Lyra, and Lyra seemed like she had it going on, so Arena was like, "Hey, I want to be like her." So she was just joined it.
So Ruse, you were describing that there was some delegation going on.
They are delegating to Peanut, and Peanut has like a crutch. They've got their arm in a sling. Maybe like one of those, like when your neck is hurt, you have to have like those neck
Brace.
holders,
Mhm.
brace. So they have one of those, and Ruse is just like lounging on the deck while telling Peanut what to tell the other interns what to do, or the other crew.
Amazing. So Peanut's kind of hobbling in between, like, I'm picturing Ruse like very separated from any of the new crew members. Very clearly putting some space in between, and Ruse is like hobbling back and forth. Like, okay, Ruse, what should we do next? What's the best thing? And really seems to look up to you.
Peanut, no. The next thing you need to go do is get Churro to get me some churros, please. A little hunger over here.
Yeah, that seems like a really good thing for you. All the hard work that you and the regular crew do. I'll get you some churros. Yeah.
You see that boar? I hit it twice.
Roll me an insight check real quick.
Okay. Not very insightful.
Good. Excellent.
Okay, a 14.
You see Churro give a very quizzical look and kind of wander onto the ship a little bit aimlessly. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Oh, Lyra is she's got she pulls out like a perfume container and she's like, I don't know about the rest, but I feel like there's been bad vibes going around. And so she'll like spray this perfume and it's like a cleansing combination of herbs. And she's gonna cast guidance on herself to go about helping people. She has mending, so she'll use that to try to do some little odd jobs around the boat that need fixing.
Yeah, I will say as you're going around using mending, particularly the new crew is, again, after they experienced some of the magic that happened in the storm, and then seeing this, they're giving you a little bit of extra space. Like, thanks.
It's all right.
We got it. We're good.
Oh, all right. Well, if you're sure, then I'll leave you to it.
Arena. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Arena went and is essentially trying to help pick up the slack for some of the people who were injured and maybe have a little bit more limited mobility. She's manually doing labor, like patching holes in the ship. If Lyra comes over, she won't give her any grief about mending. But Arena just essentially picked up tools and went straight to work on repairing a hole.
Mm-hmm. And Voth, what are you and the siblings up to?
Well, the siblings, they don't need any direction from Voth. They know how to be helpful / get in the way, and they're doing their thing. Either lending, probably like I imagine, like, some of them are like, for example, like Joldi, who loves challenges, is probably trying to help some of the crew with some like the things that probably a tiny dragonborn shouldn't be able to help with, but maybe he's pulling it off. And there's a couple of them, maybe even looking at Taz, who's actually pretty chill, is probably just hanging out with Ruse actually, and is like kind of like learning also like at this point Voth isn't sure how to address this, but a number of his siblings are starting to look up to Ruse, and Voth is like, I need to pull him aside. Voth himself, though, he's the bosun of the ship. He's the quartermaster, so he's basically acting as a fixer, where he's going around, like if he sees people working on a task, they don't have the right tools, he makes sure that they have the right tools. If he sees like 3 people doing a 1-person job and 1 people doing a 3-person job, he's gonna like, okay, no, get over here. Move over here. And he's just very like moving around the ship, making sure everything happens. And at a certain point, he gets to Churro and Peanut, and he just grabs them and he puts them to work doing actual tasks. And by putting Peanut to an actual task, I mean he takes Peanut and makes him go lie down because the man's body's broken. I'll even go, B, with your permission, I'll even go so far as to say, B, are you pretty comfortable right now, like lying down, chilling? Is Ruse? Yeah, Ruse.
Yeah.
With your permission, Voth is probably going to like flip the hammock that you're lying in and put Peanut in the hammock because the man's body is broken. He needs to rest.
And as Peanut like lays down in the hammock, they say to Ruse, I told Churro, but Voth, I'm sorry, I tried my best, Ruse. Maybe after I take this mandated nap, I'll get you some churros.
Fine. And I'll just like lay splayed out on the ground underneath the hammock.
Enjoying the shade.
Voth looks once at Ruse, doesn't even shake his head, just looks at her, and then continues on his way.
We need to develop like some sort of ruse mythos that like the crew has about them for like to explain why Ruse is allowed to even be on the ship. Like there's got to be some sort of legend or something that the crew has come up with. Like
that could be our spin-off where we all play as like Biscuit and Peanut and we just like do like a Lower Decks episode where we're just like talking to each other about like, oh, I heard Sen once punched a whale to death. Punched right in the face. One punch, that's all it took. Leviathan never saw it coming.
And Sen, why don't you give me a survival check real quick as you're kind of harvesting the meats.
The meats.
That's the sign in Sen's kitchen. We have the meats.
12.
You get so the ship lost some of its stock of food, and you're not quite able to replace all of it as this electricity seems to have really charred parts of its own body. Its hide is incredibly tough, so there's a lot of meat on this giant boar that's not great. But you do refill a decent amount of stock at least. As you all kind of go through the rest of this, I guess you guys landed in the middle of the night. It would be morning-ish time. You can kind of see, when it's dark and stormy outside, but it is a little bit lighter than night. That's kind of how it is in this whole place, in this sphere of this storm. As everything gets patched up, Captain Dira says, all right, particularly to Lyra, says, I think it's, my mouse is showing up. Fun. All right, Lyra, I think it's time for us to take off. There's a port about 2 days' time away from here. If we're still in the same spot, I suppose. I don't know how much this island moves. Do you think you can navigate us out of this storm once more?
Oh, definitely. We've got this.
Okay. Is there anything y'all want to do on this island before you leave?
Voth's gonna take some kind of trophy from, even though he did absolutely nothing to contribute to the fight. Voth's gonna take some kind of trophy from the beast, from like kind of like pick through like Sen's like cast off as he's been like butchering the beast, and maybe finds like a good sized tusk or tooth, something that won't stink.
Okay.
Later on, when Voth tells the story, he tells it 100% honestly, with no embellishments.
Not this crew.
Sure.
Okay. If there's nothing else,
That's for me.
okay.
Well, okay, I guess it's important that I do give those boots that I got to Peanut.
Well, let's not forget the boots.
I do kind things, you know? Before they leave the island. They still don't smell good, but that's their problem, not mine.
Peanut is very, very grateful. And can you help me put them on? I still can't use my arms very well.
Oh, what's that? Sen, you need help in the kitchen?
You should go. Yeah, no, you should go help Sen. That makes a lot of sense. You're such a good crew member.
I do
Sen
try.
absolutely does not allow.
Am I not allowed in the kitchen?
There's only a handful of people Sen allows in the kitchen, like in the cooking area. Ruse is definitely not one of them.
I imagine that Rue spends a lot of time on the deck because there's very little places she's allowed to be on.
Well, and we talked in session 0 about there is a park on the airship.
That's true.
That's true.
A little 5 foot by 5 foot little park.
Little hedge garden.
Yeah,
Ruse,
one of the few places I'm allowed.
Yeah, Ruse has a lounge chair there, and
Oh yeah, a little umbrella.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Lyra, the ship begins to rise as you take it off. The crystals that cause the flight glow. Everyone feels kind of the rumbling of the ship. As this happened overnight, and y'all have not had the chance for a long rest yet, I do need all of you to make a con save. It's low. It's just a 10.
Con save versus tired.
I have disadvantage on this because I am exhausted.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Can I argue that I've taken a long rest?
That's terrible.
You can try to argue that, sure.
What have I done if not rest since I've been aboard this ship?
Lots of walking, which seems to be very tiring for Ruse. Danny, you did get another guidance.
Oh, that's very kind. I'm gonna roll that. I definitely needed it. Oh, dang it! It keeps getting cocked.
As Both is the primary caregiver for 27 children, he gets a 17 on this Constitution save without it.
Just what is sleep, anyways?
Okay, I got an 11.
Okay.
Both has learned to sleep while he walks.
I got a 7.
Okay. Very fitting. I feel like all of this strenuous work that Ruse has done. Ruse takes a point of exhaustion. And what did you say you got for Sen?
Oh wait, this is a
save, not a skill check. Yeah, you're good.
So, I'm good.
Yep.
I got a 22.
Okay. I believe
13 for me.
Yeah. So that's just Ruse.
What?
Ruse gets a point of exhaustion.
Ruse is like, I'm so tired.
I've done so much work.
Why?
Can we say that point of exhaustion hit right as Voth was like hammock tossing her?
I'd like to think of it, and I'd like to think of it more of emotional exhaustion than physical exhaustion. Beautiful. So as this ship takes up into the air, guided by Lyra, we are going to take a 10-minute break, and we will be back to see if any of these pieces start getting put together. And so we will be back at about whatever the hour it is in your respective time zones, 15 or 16. So stretch, get a drink. We appreciate you all being here. If you want to support the stream more, you can always send out a little tweet on your social medias saying that you're here hanging out with us and having a good time. But with that, we will see y'all soon. All right, hello everybody. We are back with On Winds and Whispers, our Sky Pirates adventure set in the world of Avastria, which is the homebrew world of the Faeforge Academy. I'm your DM, Steven. With me we have, we'll just say hi real quick this time for everybody. We have Prince. Ian.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, real quick.
B.
Arr.
Danny.
Hello.
And Eris.
Hi.
Okay, so where we left off, our crew had made a deal with some sort of... Wow, my water is stuck in my throat.
It doesn't belong there.
No, it doesn't. Had made some sort of deal that... Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all aren't really sure what kind of deal you made, correct?
I mean, in Voth's recollection, we said whatever we needed to say to not piss off the Angry Spirit. Angry Spirit was like, "You will agree to this," and we're like, "Yes."
Backing away slowly.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just the
So,
way...
like, the last time I did this, it didn't work out that
Just
well.
the way I like it. It's...
Arena seems to be the only one who actually wanted to do the thing, but okay.
Whoops, chat. Oh, it is working. Okay, for some reason, whatever. That chat that I just put in the chat was not actually directed at you. It was because it wasn't appearing on OBS for a second in the chat box on screen. So that's why I was doing that. But chat, you are wonderful, and thank you so much for being here.
Love you, Dad.
The crew, as they made their way back, led by a incredibly great roll by Ruse, one saw a Terran ship taking off from the island, as well as followed a small trail of one individual who seemed to be part of that crew who headed back to the Azure Dragon, your ship. They found a partially charred body with some nice boots. Fought off a storm boar, and
Presumably was responsible for charring the body.
And are taking off themselves from the island a few hours later after helping repair the ship mostly, and Ruse taking a nap.
From which they awake exhausted.
So exhausted.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, it was probably being flipped out of the hammock.
Yeah.
That really took the drain.
Well, it's like when you're woken up from a nap and it's like the worst feeling ever, and you're just like, you're so lethargic and you're just like,
All the time.
Oh yeah, and like it's bright out. You're confused. You're like,
Kind of
what is
nauseous.
it?
I feel
Yeah.
like
Did I
hammock
get enough
marks in my
sleep?
face.
Yeah. So
Hammock marks on your face.
So with that, with Captain Dira Valens right at your back, Lyra, you begin to take the ship forward, and I am going to need you to make a dex check.
Yeah, so first, before I do this, I'd like to get Orina up next to me, because I would like to use her celestial tattoos as like a sort of aid to help me navigate.
Oh, wow, yes. I think we're in this
If
section.
you don't mind.
Here.
That looks about right.
Right,
Okay,
right about
perfect.
here.
Yeah, you can
Here we
make
go.
that with advantage.
Yay!
It's south of
For
Platinum.
for the viewers, you can see Arena pulls back just a section of her shirt over to the side, and to reveal some essentially what is a star chart, which has been tattooed in glowing ink across her chest, right underneath and around her collarbone.
All right. So, using those tattoos, we navigate forward, and I rolled 2 natural 20s. One was cocked, so I rerolled it. But I mean, still it's advantage.
Nice.
So
So this trip on to this island, I feel like has really awoken something in Lyra's abilities, and just deftly navigates the storm. You do get the sense that that little mark, that little like piece of electricity is sort of glowing through the storm, and you do see some of the storm sort of part a little bit around you, not completely. There's definitely still like floating chunks of rock that you have to dodge through and navigate. And as you make it through, you are about 2 days out from Port Havrin, which is on the northern end of the Crescent Isles. It is sort of around, kind of, if you all remember, you were taking this sort of long way around to try to avoid what basically happened of running into this ship and letting them know that you were possibly following them. This port is on the northern end. Where you were going is more on the southern end of those islands. So if there's anything you want to do in the 2 days, you can. Hearth and Captain Dira have spent a lot of this time in conversation, and Captain Dira, one of these days, approaches you, Ruse, probably actually fairly early on the first day, and says, please come with me to my quarters. I'd like to have a word.
Wait, I'm allowed back in there?
When I let you in, of course.
Okay. On my way.
So she leads you into her cabin and sits down. She's got a. It's very well kept and nice, but not extravagant. She's a fairly simple person as far as embellishments and decor and whatnot. She says, "Have a seat," and sits down across from you. Hearth brought to my attention that the charred body had the same symbol that you carry on your forehead.
Yeah, I tossed the arm overboard, but he's not wrong.
Is there anything that you feel I should know?
Watch out. Stay on your toes. Pay extra attention to those like myself who are out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna level with you. I mean, I don't want you dead, believe it or not.
She chuckles. It's very appreciated. Thank you. Good.
I think we're gonna have a little bit more trouble than we expected, though. There are more than just myself when it comes to successful Bloodhunters.
It's good to know. I do have one other unrelated request. I know that we keep you here in part for your abilities, particularly in combat, and not quite as much the sailing. If you could perhaps try to set a slightly better example for the crew. Maybe
How?
Like, I'm just thinking about how in the storm, you basically sat there.
I threw one of Voth's babies up.
Is that an argument for something that was good that you did?
Yeah, I poured out. Our powers combined, we doused the fire.
Our powers combined.
Do
Fair.
not use Voth's siblings as Captain Planet Planeteers. That is not their purpose.
Fair enough. We do have you as sort of in charge of the temporary hires. So maybe just do a little bit more. Even if it's
when
just...
I shout for too long, my throat gets sore.
Ugh.
And then Voth gets mad at me when I have them all go bring me drinks and fruit and churros. There's no winning.
That's fair. Do your best. I believe in you. And if you would keep an eye out and maybe vet discreetly the crew, particularly the new hires, for any signs of things that are off, if there really is this extra threat.
You know, if there's one thing I'm doing, it's keeping a couple extra eyes on them. Peanut's wonderful. Churro, on the other hand, I don't know about that one.
All right. Sure. Always a pleasure talking with you, Ruse.
Nice to see you got the hole in your wall fixed up too. That's really good.
Yeah, that's what the crew does typically when things like that happen. Is they assist with the repairs.
Yeah, I mean, I I don't hold a nail or a hammer. My fists are a bow and arrow. Anyways, I think I hear somebody calling my name. This was a really good conversation. I'm gonna go away. You keep an extra eye out,
I will.
Captain, sir.
Thank you.
Like awkwardly it'll walk away.
Oh, they are so wonderful. I'm going to take a real quick pause to answer a question in chat. We don't have a Discord, a public Discord. We do have a patron Discord for the Faeforge Academy. But you're welcome to tweet at us. We love that. We retweet it. We cherish it with all of our heart and being. All fan arts make all TTRPG players very happy.
This is very true.
So, to answer that question,
100%.
Keeps us moving.
So, in these kind of 2 days traveling, is there anything else that y'all would do? You're muted, Danny, but I think you're talking.
Dang it. Okay. so I'd like to make sure I've got the right names in my book. I'll make sure that the captain, so that we can make sure we always have contact with her.
Okay.
See if I can get her name written in my book that I carry around with me. And out of my party members, I'll ask if anyone has any means of like contacting other people already.
Voth looks at Lyra straight up and just says, "Who would I talk to?"
I can send Perry with a message, apparently.
Oh, okay. So then I have 2 other names I can put in the book. So I think I can't do that. Then I want hers then. So I'll do Sen and Ruse because I feel like they're probably gonna need it a little more for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. They feel like troublemakers, so I'm gonna get their names in the book.
I love the different reactions for Prince and B to that statement. B's like, yeah.
So if they consent to writing their names in the book, I will put those in.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Sen will write the name in the book. But Sen would be like, well, why?
Well, I can contact you if anything happens to you. Not trying to sound ominous.
To me or to you?
Well, to either, really. If we get separated, I can contact you.
I suppose that's a good idea. Fair enough.
We can't have you going missing. Not with all the great food that you make.
If I go missing, bad things are going to happen. Just keep that in mind. That's probably an ominous, awful sign.
That definitely does sound more ominous. I wasn't trying to get that conversation going that way, but we won't lose you.
It's probably for the best.
Beautiful.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
Thanks for this, I think.
Oh.
Lyra, as you are having them write their names in their book, you have a small message in your book. It just says, "Beware of the 5-pointed star." Oh, you cut out.
I'm nervous and close it. Oh,
You
sorry.
roboted a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I said when she sees that, she'll just kind of chuckle nervously and then close the book.
Perfect. Anything else on this days of travel? You will have the equivalent of a long rest during this time.
I'll say at some point during the travel, Voth will actually approach Sen when they're both on the deck. Not like when we're busy or anything, maybe during some downtime. I'm not sure if like Sen has any kind of... What does Sen do to relax and unwind?
Sen sits at the garden.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Basically just practices going through like various like steps and punches
Mm-hmm.
to make sure he's still on top of his game. So it's like basically shadow boxing.
Nice.
Sen would know that Voth's coming before he arrives because there seems to be like slightly more dragonborn children flying around, and then there's more of them, which usually means that Voth is on his way.
Voth is on the way. Yeah, that makes sense.
Voth sort of like takes in, puts a knee up on one of the fences around the garden, just sort of watches Sen for a while without really saying anything. And one thing that, just as a side, I've always struggled with role-playing as Dragonborns because they're supposed to be like really featureless and like hard to read and like sort of alien in the way they communicate. And it's actually really easy to do with this mask. Like, when I'm smiling or making like a funny face or like you have no idea. So that's kind of like what Voth has going on right now. He's just sort of watching Sen passively, and Sen's probably used to this at this point. And
oh yeah, I'd imagine people come and watch periodically as Sen's doing his thing out on the deck.
Voth suddenly speaks.
Wipe away Sheera's tear. Don't take her sorrow. Leave her here. That's what Hearth said before we boarded that island. What do you think it means?
You know, I think it means we need to get rid of this thing or something. I don't know. You've learned something about me that I don't normally show people. Because, the whole world magic, yada, yada, yada. But I think this tear thing is also magic. Some sort. And, maybe someone or something wants to make sure that magic doesn't come back.
We're cursed by that spirit. When we find it, when we catch up with these Drazinri, if they've stolen it, it'll be our problem then.
Yep. That's why I was ever so excited to take this problem on. Can't you tell? I'm just absolutely thrilled.
Voth will say, just sort of in a low voice, that probably, if there's any passerbys, anyone who's kind of like on the deck at this time, they won't see Voth and Sen talking. But he'll say in a low voice that only Sen can hear, almost as if he's musing to himself. It's probably worth a lot of money.
It's probably worth a lot of money.
We'll just let that hang in the air.
And Sen looks like he's pondering that a lot. It's definitely like, it is clearly on his mind, on his face, just...
I think inspired by what the captain said to Ruse, they are going to try and run like a training regime.
I'm so excited for this.
Hires.
Yeah.
What's the sign that Ruse puts up to get their attention? I need there to be a sign.
Oh gosh. I don't think it's anything fancy. It's just like it says training here. Reportedly scrawled on a paper. It's on the aft. What is the front of the boat again?
Oh, I had Googled
Aft would
it.
be the fore, the back is the aft.
Okay, 4 of the boat. And I think they actually spent some time like preparing and thinking. And I meant to look up one of the names of the siblings. You got a crafty sibling that would hang out with me for this?
Crafty. Hey, let's see. Let's look at. How about Q? Q's a cute one. Yeah.
Perfect. Q helps me design like a what is that show where people run around on an obstacle course?
American Gladiator.
Yeah, like that. But with like boat stuff, where they have to like swing across the rigging. There's like a rope tying challenge. There's like who can raise the sails quick enough, who can climb on top of the crow's nest quick enough, things like that. Like a performance.
I would like a performance check from you. I'm rolling for some crew members as well.
Okay.
Because
0 performance. Oh dear. 7?
awesome, amazing. About 3 of like the 15 hired crew show up.
Is it the sun?
Peanut is there, all slinged up with their crutch and everything. Churro is there, and that Minotaur who like talked back. As the Minotaur approaches, says, like arms crossed, and she's got this big deep voice. She's, so you're actually doing something for us this time, huh? Why should I listen to you?
Because I'm your superior? Realistically, I'll just kick you off the boat and you have to fall to your death if you don't listen.
Straightens up a little bit. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
from nearby, Arena is coiling a rope, and she says, "Not again." That's it.
This Minotaur's eyes go wide, and Peanut like leans in to you, Ruse. It's like, have you really thrown someone off the ship?
I Sparta kicked them off, and that's not a reference you'll get, but that's
Sparta kick. Wow, is that like a special monk move?
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Cool.
Don't confirm it with any other monk.
Okay.
Specifically
this is like a secret. This is like a really secret thing.
I'll teach it to you. Only if you can tie this rope really quickly. Go. He only has one arm.
Just like
Sin is absolutely just watching this, just waiting for it to devolve into a disaster, and it's just like
there's so Peanut's got like one arm in a sling and is trying to like tie it up, gets their arm like caught in the rope and is like, I don't think I did it right. Churro's very clearly rolling his eyes, and the Minotaur is dead silent now. Just doing anything. What's next? And Peanut's like, I think I did this wrong.
Your arm should not be a part of the knot.
No, good note.
Yeah.
I'll do better next time. Give me an insight check. One more time. Or you could give me a...
No.
There's nothing better than an insight check.
I got 17. This is good. I'm using my brain right now.
Churro does these knots, and kind of every single task that you do, or that you give him, incredibly deftly. Very, very confidently, very smoothly, in a way that I will say one of the knots that he does is a very specific, like, Bloodhunter, bounty hunter kind of a thing.
It's a certain knot that you tie up dead bodies with. Yeah. I think so. Like we go through like this whole really poorly organized training regime. It goes, it's a lot of struggling, a lot of Peanut just failing, Churro excelling, and like the Minotaur, she's keeping up. And this goes on for the 2 days, and then I think on the very last day, I want a confrontation with Churro, but I need it to be public, loud, and I want the possibility of maybe Sparta kicking them off the boat.
Okay. Why don't you? How would you like to set that up? How would Ruse go about ensuring something like this?
Early morning. Everybody's kind of getting up. They're doing the things where they pull up the anchor from the boat. We're just getting started.
Sky anchor.
Sails.
Anchored.
Sky anchor. Yes, indeed.
We find a particularly heavy cloud and we tie the boat to it. We're like, this cloud looks nice and sturdy.
Yeah.
Very dense.
That's the word. Yeah. I was gonna say thick, but I like dense. But And then, you know, as is normal, Ruse isn't really doing much, but they are standing on the center of the crap. What do we call it? Stern, the front of the boat, with their. Oh, I don't have any weapons. I just have a bow and arrow. You know what? They just draw their bow and they have it trained on Churro until Churro wants to confront them, or until the captain says something, or until anybody says something.
So it's early morning. Oh shoot! Throwing my dice.
Oh, I thought you were throwing the cat. That's okay.
No, never would I throw this precious little cat. Though he is eating my leg.
That is a sacrifice we are all willing to make.
Stephen, in all the time I've known you, I've never seen your legs. You clearly don't use them.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point.
You're fine.
So, I think you will see. There's a couple things you see, Ruse. Is you see Captain Dira open her door to her cabin and look at you. Oh, that's the dice tray, little buddy. But doesn't do anything. And you see... Give me a perception check.
I'm like so with that. Have eyes to see with. Oh, a 22. That was a nat 20. Hell yes. Nice. I see everything.
You see... not the keyboard, bud. You see Churro kind of glance at you just very quickly out of the corner of his eye, smile very quickly, and then turn to the captain. Say, "Captain, are you going to? Is this what you allow on your ship? What are they doing? What is going on? That is not an okay way to." Hands are up.
Voth is right there next to the captain, and Voth knows he's not like a mate. He's not like one of her like primary advisors, but he's the bosun of the ship, and he'll say in a very like level voice, like, because I'm very good at this game. Crap. B, my brain just blanked. What's your character's name again?
Ruse.
Ruse. I've said like 10 times today. Yeah, just says very level tone. Like, Ruse knows what they're on about.
In a very pirate captain way, she just stands there, waiting to see what happens. He turns to you, says, "What are you on about? What's the meaning of this?"
You know there can only be one Bloodhunter aboard this ship.
A Bloodhunter? I don't even know what that is. He says very unconvincingly.
I'm gonna shoot. Roll the hit.
Okay.
Oh no, that is a nat 1. I shoot at the deck.
It's a warning shot. Play it off.
I'm gonna.
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say. I think after a shot goes off, Sin's like, all right. Don't think this is very good. There has to be a better way of settling this. Preferably without bullets.
And
those with arrows.
Yeah, arrows.
Yeah,
or arrows.
Much
or
safer.
Things that can set our ship on fire, especially while we're in flight.
I'm gonna say with the nat 1, I feel like Lyra's still navigating, flying the ship, and there's basically turbulence.
It's going so well.
There's like a little, you hit an air pocket, there's turbulence, the ship drops a little bit, and the shot just goes flying, and he says, "Oh, maybe I don't have to worry about you." And he turns his back and just starts to get back to work.
You do not turn your back on me. And I'm gonna drop my bow.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let it clatter to the ground, and they are going to take a run just to try and pummel Churro into the ground.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's still early, so not a ton of the crew is up yet. But because it's always more fun to have the whole cast involved, what are the four of you doing as you react to this and you watch as the captain is standing back watching?
Arena's probably on deck, once again coiling a rope because why the heck not? It's a job that needs to be done a lot. Arena is kind of probably about mid-deck between the two, like in the middle of this, just standing there, one hand on her rapier, the other hand on her hip, just waiting to see what happens. Ruse is definitely able to take care of themselves, but
Okay.
she's ready.
Voth or Lyra? Oh, Sen.
I think Sin would get between them and be like, okay, no, we're not going to do this. There is a better way. I have practice in this, actually. Hands up. We're going to do this in the ring. Officially. Want to fight? Fight with rules.
What? You understand this is a fight to the death.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
If you all are in agreement with it, that's fine. But none of this like shooting people in the back sort of thing and catching people off guard or Sparta kicking people off ships.
That was for a very good cause. Did you see the way that catfolk had looked at me?
Churro turns back and says, "There's no need to fight to any death. I'm a hired crew, you're a hired crew. Why can't we just go about our jobs?"
Let me look up something really quick.
Because I don't like you.
Captain,
Basically.
anything?
She's watching very quietly, just seeing how everything plays out so far.
Yeah, Lyra is like kind of hiding from behind the wheel after that wild arrow flew by, and is looking on a little concerned. But Lyra knows that
You
has
roboted again.
things they get into sometimes. So Lyra trusts Ruth.
Okay.
Voth is actually going to approach Churro, and I don't know if I have the words for this. Voth certainly does, but is going to like just sort of let's say like, you can either fight Ruse now, face to face, or wait till they murder you in your sleep. You've got an opportunity. I'd take it if I were you.
If the captain's not going to do anything about it, that seems incredibly likely.
I have a different proposition. You little stinker.
Did you hear what he just called you, Ruse? He called you a little stinker. You gonna take that?
You what?
I got a different proposition for you, you little stinker.
Moxie looks around and says to most of the crew, "You may not know. Your captain is worth quite a lot of gold."
Can I stab him before he talks? No, can I punch him in the throat before he talks more?
Sense holding you back.
You can certainly try.
With disadvantage, then I will punch with disadvantage.
Okay.
Throat punch with disadvantage.
It's like,
I gotta,
of
like,
course I know the
punch
captain's worth a lot of
around
money.
then.
Yeah.
We're pirates.
Little guy is wily.
Voth actually might get a little offended by this. He's like, "What? You don't think I'm worth a lot of money?" I thought
Better
we were
be
all
worth a lot of money if you're a good pirate.
Yeah, I thought we were all worth a lot of money. Voth then like snaps his fingers and then puts his hand on Tro's shoulder. Says, "Tro, you're worth a lot of money too."
Don't lie to him.
There's like an angry Ruse like trying to fight through Sen. Like, I'm going to kill you. I only got an 11 with my disadvantage, so it was not great.
As you reach to swing with Sen holding you back, just very smoothly, he just moves out of the way slightly, and says, "Each and every one of you who helps me, I will give 1,000 gold to kill your captain." Pulls out a
That's
knife.
when the rapier comes out.
Pulls out a knife and shoves it into Voth.
Nice. I'm here for that.
And I'm gonna have.
Just says, "You stabbed me."
I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh no!
Nice.
Then has like a moment of being like, then he's like, no.
Push Churro to the edge.
Does a little bit of quick math.
No, not gonna do that.
And then let's see how persuasive he was, if this was a good idea or not.
Eris looks very hyped.
I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
There goes my one for the day.
Oh,
Hey, that's a good one again.
Well,
I
that
think
Sure,
means
it's a good one.
Arena is going first.
I got a 17.
Okay, let me check.
16.
Real quick.
Oh my god, my cat's on my computer. I got a 16 as well.
Okay, we had Lyra with a 17.
Yes.
Voth, what did you get?
Voth got stabbed.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, he got an 11. I got a knife right in the belly.
We had a couple 16s.
Oh,
Is that what I heard?
I'm one of them.
Sen
Yep,
and
same.
Ruse. Do you want to work out who's going to go first, or do you want to
Who has the
go?
highest dex? I mean, if you want to go first, that's fine.
I
I'm
have
just, like,
14.
bitter.
That's my dex.
17.
Oh, you.
Okay. I feel like since there is a little bit of tension right now between Sen and Ruse, we'll have Ruse go first with the 17 dex.
Oh, that'd be Sin moving out of the way to let Ruse go at that point.
Okay. Okay. And the crew rolled a 3 for their initiative.
Yay.
Sin's like, how many people will allow me to be on a ship? Oh, the captain? No. Yeah, go for it, Ruse. Do your
And
thing.
so I will say, I'm going to take a little DM initiative and say that the first stab happens before the initiative round starts.
Yeah,
and then
surprise
we'll go.
round.
Yeah.
Surprise
Yeah.
round for sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And so that is a 19 to hit,
Now that is.
and I need you to make a con save.
Oh, poof. This poison dagger was for you, Ruse.
Poison
Let it
dagger
be
was
known,
for the
Voth took a
captain.
dagger for you. All right.
Thanks.
Con save, and I already used my D4 for the day, so that is we're drawing on my Draconic Resilience. I got a 9 Constitution save.
You know
Okay.
resistant to poison? Sorry, my cat's in the way. What are your resistances as a blue dragon?
You know, honestly, like, ever since Natasha's lineage came out, I just can't make a character without it, so I don't have any of the Draconic resistances, yada yada. But instead, I do have the Gunner feat.
Okay.
Amazing. Oh,
Yeah. And Dark Vision.
Dimples just gave you a
Aww.
a D4.
Thanks,
Look at
Dimples.
the
I will
crew.
take that.
Look at the crew helping each other out.
Yeah. Let's get helpful here. Well, I rolled a 2 on this. The lovely gem cut D4 that we got from Greenleaf Geek. Just a little plug there. And I got my 9 Constitution up to an 11. I beat that DC 10. Bam! Thanks, Dimples and Dice.
I did what I could.
You take 6 piercing damage.
Yay.
You take 20 poison damage.
Oh my god.
Yay.
And you're poisoned for a minute.
Yay.
And you take... What's your sneak attack dice? There they are. And then you take an additional... That was a 8, 12... 17 piercing damage.
All right.
Oh, God.
17. 3. Okay. I'm at single digits, but I'm still alive. And Voth says, "You stabbed me.
That
That
surprised me
hurts."
so much when my fangs fell out.
There's like,
And Arena, as you watch this very, very deft and precise stab into Voth, it's your turn.
yeah. Voth's blue scales go a little bit pale, and his eyes look a little milky after that. You don't look so good.
So, Arena, who was basically ready to jump in, but kind of waiting to see what happened before she didn't want to insert herself in a duel, of course. But this is no longer a duel. Immediately at the sound of her captain, so someone said mutiny, and she's like, hell no. Pulls her rapier and immediately swings at Churro. Fucking bastard. Because are we using flanking rules here?
We actually haven't talked about it. I want. Let's take a vote. Let's do it democratically. Do y'all like flanking or no?
I don't actually know what it is, so I can't.
Never used it a day in my life. Yeah, I don't know.
You get advantage if you have a part in English.
It's like being on either side of a person.
Thank
like
you.
Front and back.
Yeah.
You know what? I've never used it before. I hear people talking about it all the time. Eris is excited about it. I'm all for it.
I was just asking because some tables use it, some tables don't. It gives the people attacking on either side advantage.
Yeah. So it will give y'all
the
advantage.
enemies can also use
it cuts
the
both ways.
flanking rule too.
Yeah.
So
whatever. I'm good with it if that's
sure. Let's do it.
I've never used it before. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for something new.
Arena's coming up behind, definitely going for a sneaky sneak. Oh, that is a 22 to hit.
Okay, I want you, as you're trying to approach from behind, I want you to make a stealth check first.
Okay. Stealth is a 17.
Perception. Okay. So as you approach, Churro turns, and something about his face changes very briefly. It's unsettling. And I need you to roll that first attack with disadvantage.
Wait. Okay. With disadvantage plus advantage
so
makes it a
straight roll, yeah.
Okay.
So what did you get?
I rolled with advantage first, so I'm just gonna re-roll it because I rolled 2 at once.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't good. That was 18 to hit.
An 18 to hit. That still hits, I believe.
Okay.
It does.
Do I get my sneak attack? He is still engaged with my allies.
Yes. The stealth was to see if he could use that reaction or not.
Oh. Okay. They stacked.
Nice.
Hold on. That was interesting. Okay. 10, 18, 19, 20, 21 piercing damage.
Okay.
To him. And I didn't have anything in my other hand. So bonus action, I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And kind of move around so that other people are between us.
Awesome. Okay. And Lyra, it is your turn.
Yeah, Voth, when I've seen you in combat in the past, do you do more melee or ranged? What do you do?
We've probably never seen Voth pull a sword.
No.
He's got his guns.
Okay, cool. So okay. So what I'm gonna do then is I'm just going to cast Hex on the churro.
Okay.
I'm going to, let's see, how should we flavor this? I'm going to circle my. You see these shadows start to swirl from them, and they shoot out and they start circling around churro as they sort of mark. And let's say he is gonna have disadvantage on. Let's do strength checks. I don't know, might be useful. We'll find out. And then I will do, excuse me, 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
So those are not super great, but that's a 15 and a 19.
The 19 hits.
Okay.
As you watch him just like dodge the first bullet, or not bullet, whatever it is, blast.
Yes. And then the Hex does an extra 1d6 necrotic. So that total is 5 necrotic and 8 for a total of 13.
13 total?
Yes. 13 damage.
Okay.
That's it. I'm gonna try to make sure I have some distance between us. Like about 9 feet worth.
Like, more or less.
As much as I can on this boat.
Yeah. That's about, that would, 90 feet is, if I remember right, I'm not going to pull the book out, but that's almost the length of the ship. But nobody's going to be at the helm, so that's fun to know.
I'll yell at somebody, just a random crew member. Hold the ship steady.
Roll a persuasion.
Okay, that's fun. 20. Please. Let's see. I got a persuasion plus 5. 21!
Hey! One of the crew members who you could see like kind of going back and forth watching this fight start to happen, thinking about like 1,000 gold's a lot. Just something about the way you say that is so convincing that he just goes and grabs it and is like, okay.
You stay there. And then, yes.
On Churro's turn, they are going to dash. Is that what they're going to do? Yeah, they're going to basically run over to Captain Dira.
Opportunity attack from.
I was just saying, do we get those?
Ken and Voth?
Yep.
Yeah, opportunity attack from Voth, but he's just got his fists. But he'll take a. Actually, with your permission, Steven, Voth would, as even though he's like poisoned and dying, as a opportunity attack, he would try to grab on to.
Try to make a grapple check.
Mm-hmm. If you allow that.
He does have disadvantage on strength.
I have disadvantage.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. I have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks, so you know.
So
It's a race to the bottom.
Yeah.
Also, there's no way that this fellow is using strength for grapple checks. He's definitely using his
I was
dexterity.
assuming so.
But yes, I will let you try to do that. And the other two, why don't you make your attacks?
Disadvantage. That's a 7.
Okay. Yeah, you like from the stab wound. You're not exactly.
17.
11.
The 17 hits.
Nice.
Okay. Then that's going to be a total of 5 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning magical damage.
Bludgeoning magical 5. So as you hit him, he almost like an instinctive reaction stops trying to run away and just turns and stabs you twice, or tries to stab you twice.
Action to a reaction?
It's his turn.
Oh, that's valid. I thought he was dashing.
No. I said dash. When I said dash, I meant like running fast, not the action, which I can see why that would be confusing.
He goes to dash with his legs, not dash with the
A
action.
19 to hit
That will hit.
and a 14 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay. So I need you to make a con save.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a great con save. That is going to be a 23.
Okay.
Nice.
So you take 7 piercing damage. 2, 4. And you take... Let's see here. That's 17, 19. 11 poison damage. And you are not poisoned. And there is a sense of frustration that he couldn't get to his target. And he yells out, 1,500 gold! And Ruse, it's your turn.
Oh, there's so many things I want to do. Okay. How many bonus actions and reactions do I have? I'm such a procedural character. This is frustrating. All right. Look. I know the captain said no fires on this ship. But
sometimes you just gotta light a boat on fire, am I right?
it happens. So with my bonus action, like I had done earlier, I'm gonna bite down on my hand until I draw blood. And then I'm gonna wipe that blood around my hands, shake off any of the excess, and then my hands are going to light in fire. And that's my bonus action. I gotta take 1d4 damage to myself because it hurts. Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
It's a real strong bite. And fire. And I guess the fire would also probably hurt.
Yeah. Alright, that was 4 damage. And now I'm just going to, like, Hadoken this motherfucker.
Hadouken!
Or Shoryuken, sorry, that's what it was.
Oh, there we go.
The uppercut.
Hadouken.
That is gonna be a 25 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, this is an angry punch.
Chat says masticating for the greater good.
Alright, it's not actually gonna be a lot of damage. Let me roll my d4 on top of that. That shows up where? I hate D&D Beyond sometimes. That's gonna be 8 damage.
Okay.
And it is a blow to the face, you know, like that slow motion, like a fish just gets smushed as Ruse puts all the weight of their force behind this punch.
Yep. Awesome. Anything else for Ruse?
Yeah. You know what? And with my reaction, I'm trying to, like, how would this look flavor-wise? Because, like, my punch is bludgeoning and magic. With my, it's got a specific name that I definitely know. Black Curse. I'm going to impose, what is the word? A vulnerability to bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that's only for one hit of bludgeoning. It only counts for.
Okay. And with that, it's our bludgeoner's turn. Teamwork.
Right, first thing is gonna happen is Sen is gonna be like, if he has all this money, it'll be in his room after we're done. And then
Nope, that's the stream button. Sorry. Little cat was going for the stream deck.
Sen turns to this guy after being stabbed, and he does the thing. It's like, you really shouldn't have done that.
I love that so
gross, furry, just like looks like Sasquatch arm just comes out of it, and then he just takes a just heaving swing at him. And I'm going to use ability called Haymaker.
Nice.
What this does, what is he flanked? Is he facing towards me or not?
I would say did he just stab?
He stabbed me, right?
He's facing you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, I'll have disadvantage on this, but if I hit, it's going to do maximum damage.
Ooh.
Oh, this is still gonna hit.
I was gonna say, since we said we were flanking, I believe you would have been at a straight roll.
Oh, sweet. Well then, either way, I would have had a 25 or a 20.
Both of those do hit, yes, in fact.
So that's going to be 8 plus 3, plus he does not have resistance to this, or he has a
He's invulnerable.
vulnerability to this. So that's going to be, what?
Double.
Is that double the damage? So that's going to be 22 damage.
And I will say, as he does take that 22 damage, he kind of seems to absorb it more than you would think, as he uses Uncanny Dodge.
Doubled in half.
To take 11.
That's fine. That's fine. I have more to come.
Okay.
Now, I'm not totally familiar with the Bloodhunter features. Does Churro have vulnerability to bludgeoning damage, like for the next turn, the next attack?
I think it was just for the one. Let me reread it again. Yeah, until the end of the turn, the target loses resistance to the type of damage of the triggering attack or
so
spell.
until the end of the turn?
So he's got vulnerability bludgeoning damage all day.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, that's going to be an 18 to hit.
Also hits.
Another 10 damage.
Okay, that one does not
So
hit. That'll be 20,
that's
right?
20.
Oh my God.
Then I'm going to use a Moxie die, and I'm going to take 3 more swings at him.
This is definitely like a Matrix moment, like, dodge this. Uncanny dodge this.
So 2 of those will hit, because I rolled a 2 on 1, but the others were 16 and the 19.
Okay. Yeah, those will definitely hit.
So that is another 11 with that, and then another 11. So
44 more damage. Okay. How do you do this?
Yeah, I know here because this is Ruse's dream.
Yeah, I'll explain. So it is literally this giant fist. It just punches him, then he falls on the ground, and it's just boom, 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 till he basically just splats, and there's nothing left of him.
Yeah, there's just a pool of blood on the ship. I will say, before your last punch, Sen, you notice his form start to change, and you would recognize him as a changeling. And you see the similar tattoos to Ruse, as the life leaves his body, and you really did punch the hell out of him. Though there is still chaos going around, because there were a lot of crew members who took up this call. How
did they react to us just destroying?
I will say, in the speed of this, they're fighting. There's a lot of fighting going on amongst each other. You kind of, as you look up, you see Captain Dira with a rapier in one hand and a flintlock, just in a very captain pose, like standing on like a foot on one of the railings or whatever, fighting. To answer the important question in chat, Peanut is like hitting someone with their cane, with their crutch.
Peanut, fight for us.
But there's probably the majority of the hired crew is fighting against you all.
They didn't go to training.
The Minotaur,
some more crew.
The Minotaur and Peanut are both still fighting. And with that, it would be Arena's turn.
Oh, Arena's gonna be fighting anybody who's trying to get to the captain.
Okay. I think in your general vicinity there would probably be three of these crew members with swords drawn. Oh! That was a good bite, little man.
Yeah.
Wow.
The cat's like, I may be little, but I got razor teeth.
Like, why aren't you letting me stream? Yeah,
I want to show you my razor teeth.
I meant to bring
yeah.
his laser up here, but I forgot to.
So I'm keeping on. Gosh, that wasn't very good. Hopefully these ones are easier to hit. That's 13 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Those will hit.
Yeah. All right. Are they engaged with anybody else, or is it just me?
It's just you.
All right. That's 8 piercing damage.
Okay. You hit one. They seem to be... sorry, I'm still in the middle of pulling up their sheet because Roll20 is moving very slowly.
It's fine. As I flourish and hit him, I say, "Is it worth your life?"
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh. Hi, cat. Oh, where is it?
That chair back is now theirs.
Yeah.
I'll get your hair though. There's a sniff happening.
Nope, that doesn't. Okay. Intimidation. That's not great. 12.
Let's see. He says, 1,500 gold's quite a lot.
Alrighty. Can I grab another? Is there another weapon on deck or something? Or you know what? I'm gonna use my my bonus action to grab the knife in my boot.
Okay. Your dagger.
Pull that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Anything else on your turn?
I think that's about it.
Lyra.
All right, so I'm gonna run up to where the majority of people are, and I'm gonna say, "All right, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna drop your arms now, or the captain's gonna have her way with you." And I'll pull that dark magic that came from Churro.
Mm-hmm.
Into me, and from me will come like rolling clouds of darkness, and I'm gonna cast darkness using my Infernal Legacy and just like have it roll towards them and envelop them all.
Okay. I'm going to also let you make an intimidation check. I'm going to give you advantage because that was awesome.
Okay, it's not super great, but let me see what my bonus is. This, what was it again? Intimidation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's 14.
14? Okay, let's see. Okay. You hear the clattering of a bunch of weapons and gasps as this magic pours from you. Captain Lyra stands... This cat is stepping on my keyboard. Oh, God bless him. He's so cute. He's so cute!
I know. I've got diplomatic immunity because I'm so cute. I do what I want.
It playtime!
Lyra stands up behind you, swords drawn, and says, "Do as she says, or none of you will live to see another day." And as it's almost like a wave of swords dropping, like the first few drop, and you see them starting to check their numbers as things shift. They see this magic that most of them are unfamiliar with. They've heard rumors that some pirates, some crews have magic on their ship, but there's genuine terror, specifically of you, Lyra, which I think is hilarious since Lyra's been like this sweet tiefling just trying her best. Yes. Yeah, and they look around. They the ones who aren't enshrouded in this darkness see this huge arm of Sen, the fiery fists of Ruse, Arena being very deft with her sword, Voth
bleeding out on the
Intimidatingly so.
He's like, that dude just took like almost 50 points of damage. He's still up. Shit, I don't know. We should focus, guys.
And I will say that will drop out of that encounter. And given the time, I think with Captain Dira standing there, weapons drawn, and all of you finishing up this fight, we're going to have to find out what happens when you arrive at port. next time on Winds and Whispers.
Woo!
Or should I say
Tell you
winds
what,
and
we're gonna need a new crew.
winds and
I was saying,
whiskers?
I feel like
Sparta.
I feel like every
Let's
time,
do Ruse and
every
Sen,
time
like,
we
all
were-
right.
yeah, every time we went to a new harbor, it's like, and we need a new crew.
Which next week I think y'all are gonna have to be part of hiring the new crew.
Ooh.
See if
Interview
you-
montage.
I'll bring a whole stack of potential
I love it.
NPCs.
I'm here for this. Absolutely.
Well, chat, thank you so much for being here with us. We had a blast. We talked a little bit in the break about having some fun opportunities for y'all to interact with the stream starting next week. And we have a couple other really awesome things that we will probably announce during the week. There is a new episode of Faeforge Academy coming out tomorrow, featuring, if you are familiar, Persephone Valentine, Persephorath on Twitter, who she is an incredibly talented creator. It's also a really big episode. If you haven't listened to our show, go check that out. Thank you to the 5 of you for being the best Sky Pirate crew. Give yourselves a plug. It's starting with Eris.
Oh, okay. So I'm going first all the time. Okay. Hi, I'm Eris Savad.
I just always... I think I started with Prince earlier.
It's fine.
Starting with B.
Wait, what?
He's taking screenshots of cats.
That should just be your plug, B. Like, I take screenshots of cats. I'm B.
Yep.
For cool cats. Yep.
Something about dice.
Danny.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Or-
It's really about
yeah.
the cats.
Only purse.
Danny.
Oh, me? Oh, all right. Hi, I'm Danny Gage. You can find me on the internet at Twitter mostly. Danny O'Gay. I make pocketed dice bags and stickers and all that fun stuff. And now play D&D with friends on Thursday morning.
Yeah. Ian.
Hey.
Oh, Ian has a
Everyone, I'm Ian
flintlock.
Gould. I do.
Ah.
Arg, I'm a pirates, and I'm Ian. I'm Ian. Hi, and you can follow me on Twitter at Ian G. Gould. I write for DM's Guild, and you can find me there by just searching my name. New stuff coming up in the very, very near future. We've got some fun stuff using the Icewind Dale rule kit that I am pretty excited about. So
Awesome.
I'll maybe be plugging that in person once it actually comes out.
Prince.
Oof, okay, I am Amir Prince Hamza. I am known as Dimples and Dice around the internet. Actually, let's see. I have a few things going on, so I'm going to try to list these off quick. Tomorrow, I'll be over on Kelly the Opera Geek's channel. We'll be raising money for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. It's her birthday, so we're doing some fun time chaos that is called Overcooked 2. It's going to be a disaster, but a beautiful one. Saturday, you can find me on Vancouver by Night. I'll be there at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, playing in a Vampire the Masquerade campaign called Delve into Darkness, and then I'll be DMing or storytelling for Vampire the Masquerade at 9 p.m. Eastern over on Rolling D's 20s. Then on Sunday, I will be raising money for Jasper's Game Day. I will be playing with a bunch of amazing people over there. Jameson Stone, Nura Ibrahim over on Vancouver by Night as well. And I believe that is also at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday.
Awesome. And now Eris.
Gosh. Hi, I'm Eris Savad. I make stuff too. You can find the things that I make at erissavad.com. You can find me on Twitter at Stitched by Eris. And you can find me having coffee in the mornings, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, over on Nomadics channel with Wally132, who is the greatest slime you ever did see. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. That's as fast as I can do.
Awesome. And I'm Steven. I'm your DM. I am at _baddm on Twitter. I do everything that I do is basically around Faeforge, except for a secret project with B. And like I said, we have a new episode coming out tomorrow. I will possibly be streaming this not possibly. I will be streaming the editing of a podcast if you're interested to see how that happens. I do that here. Sometimes we play games here, but mostly we do TTRPG stuff.
When is that happening today, Steven?
Add
Keep tuned. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
TBD. I have kids and stuff, so it's gotta arrange them. And with that, thanks again everyone for being there. Let's see who are we rating right now?
Can we raid?
Akilaverse. Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Especially for all the cool stuff like the art and stuff. Like that is so dope.
Gosh, yeah.
It's so dope.
Cabbages? No, my cabbages!
The cabbages were so
That-
amazing.
I
that was
loved
dope.
it so much.
So we're gonna
I loved it so much.
We're gonna go rate Akilaverse. They're an awesome board game creator and designer, wonderful human. Say hi, follow them, give them lots of love, and thanks for being here. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
All right, and like the professional I am, I'm going to end the stream.